Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Here you go. Take it.
What a mess.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
He's one of
get
them!
you.
Get him!
Nice hit!
Come on, man!
Christ!
That's for us, fucker!
You ain't gonna look at that bastard!
I'll beat you!
Come on, man!
Get away with us, bastard!
Hey!
Muck!
Get him! Take that!
Kill him!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
I should be the one apologising. Some of it is my handiwork.
It won't be your concern, though. I promise. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
We will have to untie your hands, then. What should I do?
There might be something. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office.
He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Excuse me.
Don't you dare cause any trouble.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing a great job keeping watch.
Oh, you poop.
Doesn't seem too bad.
What about your cows, neighbour?
Come here! Look what I have for you.
quick.
You'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another vet.
You can't just sack me, steward. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery-pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. You can't just walk around the mines.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Have you found out anything at all?
Just rumors. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very... If Sir Kunzling trusts you, you could help me in my...
Well, that's actually why I'm here.
Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a black...
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Won't they be suspicious if I ask those kind of questions?
Of course. You'll have to proceed with the utmost caution. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I...
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining. So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergau. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from that's the royal tithe.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. So if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
Who checks the royal...
The royal mint master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means that is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded. Starting with how much ore is... The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as... It's in their...
How are groschen made from...
The royal share from the smelting works goes to them. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch...
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left. The one in the Italian... There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom. But King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen. And of course, his own...
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're hewing?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. My name is Henry of Skalitz. Our family rented a mine, so I came to gain...
A nobleman in the pit! But you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we... But make it snappy, man. What do you want to...
What is the work of a miner, really?
What's it about? Bugger all. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and...
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin pile of chink. But us buggers...
Can you give me a more specific...
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a...
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kid ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a cup and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of...
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention your disobedience to Sir Christian, or to the Mint Master. Then you can start looking for another job.
Out but that, sir. I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts. And maybe their necks too. Who'd keep an eye on them? I'll tell you everything. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 30...
Thanks. How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed. In the dart and in coves. And once you get out by with the corf, you get a tally. Take care for now.
I'm sorry.
Here, mutt.
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye. My name is Henry. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see what...
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for a game. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but... Then I'll tell you everything.
All right, let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's our first time.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. God be with you, my friend. And with you. Here. My God, I'm done. Praise God. Remind me not to play with you next time. Wonderful!
Great game, Sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
What is the work of a miner?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. But proper rest is even more important than...
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally.
How do you mine?
Either would I only...
How much do you make?
Don't eat...
How many?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, we managed to hulk 34 coves without skimping on him.
That's all I need to know.
If you need out else, feel free. I'm sorry.
Good day to you.
bless.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You give me a... Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you?
My name's Henry. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the... Are you praying?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. We dinged the burg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell. It all came crashing down on him.
That's awful.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nip. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive me?
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper, tin,
Almighty and
iron,
merciful God,
and all
our
ores
Father,
and metals.
you are the
I
giver
ask
of
that you
gold,
bless me brother who
silver,
has died in this
bronze,
mine,
copper,
and may the
tin,
holy angels save
iron,
his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless my
glory through our
brother,
Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
And may your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from
The angel of the
damnation.
Lord declared
Bring his
unto
soul
Mary,
to eternal
she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and
Mary
Redeemer,
said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of
Amen.
the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me.
What is the word?
What is a proper...
How is the...
First, we said...
Are deaths in the mine?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakka or two a month, you know.
How much do you make?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a...
So how many corves did you mine, say?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on. But even so, we managed to hawk 30...
That's all I need to know.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it's...
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear, but nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on it. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore.
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vava?
I still think the trail will lead us to him. But we know too little. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime. So it should be in their own interest to make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du?
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you...
Henry. But that's not so Christian sent me. We found...
Discrepancy?
How do you explain that the miners extracted 100 corvs of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
If it says 90, there must have been 90.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 corvs.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corvs here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corvs than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that. Your story doesn't add up, Herman. We found out. Simple as that. Don't try to outsmart me and Sir Christian.
I am not trying to do anything. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corvs to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corvs is 10 corvs after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret. So just act like nothing's going on. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible.
Ja.
Careful.
Look out! The ceilings are low,
You
sir.
silly doggy.
Wouldn't want you to hit your head.
A word for...
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry, but that Sir Christian sent me.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over...
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads. And they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerate. Anyway, what's it to you? Don't you know? I work for Vavek.
Aye, there's no point in denying it.
Bloody snitch.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved.
Alright, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works, he said someone wanted to talk to me. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, there was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. I don't scare easy, but this...
How long has this been going?
For some time now, definitely.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. They say he was drunk.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said...
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miner.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the...
All right. Just carry on as if nothing... Christian won't give you any trouble, nor...
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be...
I talked to Fett and...
And?
They did. I mean, I made them.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing...
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, you'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that...
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping, but he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without...
Something like your letter of safe conduct?
Like I said, it won't... Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look.
I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, but listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a body. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic. As charismatic...
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon if you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can sell you. If you're charismatic enough, Buresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some...
What else should I know about the smelting works?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen.
What should I know about this Burek?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he started to prosper soon after. Now he's doing...
I got it.
Here. I've written you a letter of introduction. I reckon he won't be thrilled. But he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, if my guess, you could get something out of the work. When you're in the smelting works, keep your... Good luck, Henry.
I apologize. Don't be shy. Come closer and take a look. Budget from Kashov.
Do your shopping here.
Quality goods. Wares. The
What
finest
about that
wares.
roof of yours? I was passing by the other day.
Beautiful colours. Striped fabric. What can you do?
Keep close to the others.
Wear yourself out. All we need is a bloke.
I don't like lounging about, sir. All right.
Christ, pardon me.
What kind of pig was sitting here? Why is this all sticky? Why?
Come and take your pick.
New wares.
Christ, pardon me.
How can I help you?
I need a bath.
And what are you?
I've got a few...
I'll call.
There, all clean and bandaged up, friend. I hope next time you want me to do more than
You have a...
Christ be praised.
That's it. I'm closing. Come again.
And what can I get for you?
A poorly dressed yokel like you should only talk to other yokels.
Aye, of course.
Thank you. A good day to you, friend.
What an occasion.
You silly doggy.
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Skalitz.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it. So roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is what then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process, it's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal...
How many corves of ore do you process?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf. We process a large amount here. Up to several thousand quintals.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields... We can make between 100 and 200...
Can any silver go missing?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and... Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once...
How many core...
I'm from Horsham.
I visited the mine there. They told me that extracted...
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. See you later.
Certainly. Have no fear.
could I...
Shima.
What?
My name's Shima. You have no business being here.
I'd like to ask you something.
I can't talk right now. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guard... Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
What is your...
You mean then we do...
How do you...
Aye.
What can you tell...
I can't from what I...
Have you noticed...
Nothing.
Does any silver...
Here? That would mean... Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this.
Well, can you...
Who are you?
Henry of Skalitz.
Master Burish.
I'm interested in the operations of the...
What would you like to know?
What does your job entail?
Here in the smelter, the extracted ore turns into pure horse shit. It's an awful, filthy fuck. If I could, I'd fuck off somewhere over the hills. But I've a family.
How do you like working in the smell?
It's a shitty fucking job. My back aches summit off. You're always breathing stive from the furnace, and then we'll all be crippled.
What can you tell me about Master...
Well, I don't really want to talk. I could say something I'd sorely fucking...
What happens to the silver from the...
The bars are kept under lock and key in a safe place until a merchant, or the bloke... Only the owner of the smelter and a handful of select people have access to them, such as the foreman.
Does any silver...
Why should I talk to you about such things?
You should trust...
If you're from Master Burish, up the... I knew we'd make a It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire... It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. But be careful, and keep a weapon close.
Thank you. Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. Fortunately, Master Burish warned me about you. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is out.
Take him.
Have you gone insane? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me.
You're really a nobleman. Oi! You're a dead man.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Of course
You must be.
I beg your pardon.
Well, fortunately, Mark, your investigation.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose.
Take him.
Have you gone insane? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You're really a no... Oi! I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! Sick!
Fuck! That...
Now, spill the beans.
Not me. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on...
Moving on, where does the
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Burdesh has a...
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master...
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, but you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
They counterfeit coins in there?
I suppose so. But what they actually do there, Burdesh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for...
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is... Look here. Why are you doing this?
I'm convinced Mint Master Vabak is somehow involved in the whole affair.
No, I can't help you there. Now you have the map, and since I told you everything, I know I wanted to, but please let me go. Please. Stay...
I'm quite sure you have coin.
Here. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, You're a good, merciful man.
Here, mutt.
You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. I won't let you stay here, even— Ah! Do you want to— Didn't see that coming, eh? Take the—
Show what you're made of! No chance!
Well, well, well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you, and I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. Little Neri was supposed to get rid—
Turned out the other—
Congratulations. His wife and children will show what to do with you now. We could come to a reasonable agreement. Underground, no one will hear you.
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus is involved.
The Mint Master? Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your silence?
You can't buy me, Buresh.
That's the wrong—
He can't leave here alive! Finish him! Show your stuff! Fuck that!
You wanna try me?
You Have you had enough, Buresh?
Mercy!
Underground? No.
No, please!
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know any—
Stop lying to my face!
The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mint Master, he got cocky and began— He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who wanted to keep his station, had to pay him a hefty fee. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not—
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek, and they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here. Think what you will, but I liked Vavak better than all them retards, Pisek.
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him. He trusts the Mint Master he installed. And he's got no way of knowing something unless someone—
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and process, and to keep the Mint Master free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole— In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the— And when somebody got cold feet—
What are you doing with the stolen—
Stolen? Such an ugly word.
Whatever. What do you—
It's used to mint groschen.
Genuine?
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're producing beautiful— No one can tell they're not from the Italian—
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in this—
And I can count on you to make sure Will you give me your word?
You have my word.
I'm glad to hear that. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything— It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd—
Is that all?
Aye.
I'm sure you have something. I don't know what.
I really don't have anything else. I'll be on my way. I won't say it was— I hope we never see—
Likewise.
Wine in the evening. They even bring us some wenches every once. You'd better go before...
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you...
You don't have to worry about the guards.
What about Master Buresh?
I talked to Buresh.
I reckon he'll be on his way.
What?
I came to get evidence against Mint Master of Vavak.
There are some books in that chest over there, but it's locked.
Leave that to me. I still need the genuine coin die from you.
Everything we do here is clean.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from?
We're just pawns.
Nobody's saying any different. Like the guards are dead.
Hang on.
It's just the books you're after, isn't it? Well, so take them.
We won't tell nobody nothing. We never...
Tell me more about this place.
Look, he made it this far. I reckon he knows...
You're probably right.
How did you end...
Through our own...
We used to work in the mint in the Italian court. But then...
Well, more...
And the foreman got pissed off and sacked.
But then...
Who's in...
The mint is run by Master Buresh and his people. Especially that...
They're the ones that bring us food and drink. But other than he visits every week, a friendly bloke, always asks...
We're well taken care of.
Why are they keeping you?
Well, it's not that we...
It's just... discouraged. It was pretty dangerous around here, what with the bandits and the like.
Don't you miss the world above? Sunshine?
Not really. Come to think of it,
They even brought some wenches here for us once. But
we've got plenty of food and drink, and good...
And coin. When they let...
Why don't you want to...
And we're told not to go far. The mint...
I'll take care of Vavak. With the evidence I'll bring against him, when I'm done with him, you'll be the last...
You reckon... It's really...
I'm sure of it.
So...
Then we could...
I don't know.
Me neither.
Free!
Free!
Go! Go! Quick! God! Quick! God! Quick! Ka! Ja!
Come and take your pick.
Ka! Go! Keep it up. Ka! Go!
Good to see you.
I got the evidence against me.
Really?
Here. His handwritten records.
There are names, amounts paid. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Did you have any...
No trouble.
I'm glad to hear it. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else?
There were some coiners being...
Jesus Christ!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster.
I did, but it took some persuasion.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious.
Here.
What the... It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver. In any case, we uncovered something, but I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Well, the books will have to suffice.
I hope so. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose, but it's also one of the cleverest. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his post, and it's now to many people.
I'm listening.
I knew you'd understand. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the... Only there would be a... I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be and I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vavak all you want. I've got a little something here for you. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to...
I just want to...
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Rittard agreed on, but you've heard my offer.
Doesn't that mean...
Do me a favor.
How can you be so sure?
If there's one thing I've learnt about silver, it surely doesn't smell bad to you. Excellent. You won't... But don't forget. You can blackmail Vavak with the evidence all you want, but leave the path of silver. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the...
Thank you.
No. Thank you! It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.